The vast emptiness of space stretched out like an infinite black canvas, punctuated by distant starlight and the soft hum of advanced technology. Deep within the Centauri research station, two scientists worked tirelessly, monitoring the intricate web of quantum communication arrays that connected humanity's far-flung colonies. Ji-hoon Park leaned forward, his eyes fixed on the holographic display that flickered with strange energy patterns. Something was different tonight. The usual background noise of interstellar communication had transformed into a chaotic symphony of distress and urgency. His colleague, Yoona Kim, noticed the change immediately, her hand instinctively reaching for the primary communication control panel. The encrypted transmission began as a whisper, then grew into a desperate cry. Fragmented data packets burst through the station's sophisticated filters, revealing glimpses of a nightmare unfolding millions of light-years away. New Horizon, a frontier colony established just 3 years earlier, was under attack. Ji-hoon's fingers danced across the holographic interface, his neural-linked communication processors working overtime to decode the rapidly deteriorating signal. Fragments of visual data showed massive structures breaking apart, explosions consuming entire sections of the colonial habitat. Screams and mechanical alarms blended into a terrifying background noise that sent chills down both researchers' spines. "We're losing the transmission," Yoona muttered, her voice tight with tension. Her hands moved with practiced precision, attempting to stabilize the quantum link. Each second counted. Each moment of silence could mean hundreds of lives lost. The colony's defense systems were clearly overwhelmed. Tactical readouts suggested an overwhelming force, something beyond the typical pirate raids or territorial disputes that occasionally disrupted frontier settlements. This was a systematic, calculated destruction. Ji-hoon zoomed in on a fragmentary image. Massive ship structures, unlike any known design in human records, moved with predatory efficiency. Their angular shapes suggested an intelligence far removed from human engineering, something alien, something fundamentally different from any species humanity had encountered. "Multiple colony sectors compromised," he reported, his professional tone barely masking the horror in his voice. "Estimated population loss, significant." Yoona's hand touched a series of emergency communication protocols. Standard procedure demanded immediate notification of military command, but something about this transmission felt different. The level of encryption, the specific quantum signature, it suggested a carefully orchestrated attack designed to overwhelm human defensive capabilities. The communication array continued to pulse, each burst of data revealing more terrifying details. Defense platforms destroyed. Communication networks systematically eliminated. Civilian infrastructure reduced to floating debris. Ji-hoon realized they were witnessing more than just an attack. This was a calculated extinction event. "New Horizon is gone," he whispered, the realization hitting him like a physical blow. Decades of colonization effort, thousands of human lives, reduced to scattered wreckage in mere hours. The final transmission burst through, a compressed data package that would later be analyzed as one of the most significant emergency signals in human history. It contained coordinates, fragmented battle logs, and a desperate plea, "Save us." As quickly as it began, the transmission ended. Silence returned to the research station, broken only by the soft humming of advanced technology and the sound of two stunned researchers breathing heavily. Yoona looked at Ji-hoon, her eyes reflecting a mixture of professional shock and profound human concern. They both knew what this meant. Humanity was no longer alone in the universe, and the first contact was nothing like anyone had imagined. The quantum communication array continued to pulse, a silent witness to the destruction that had just unfolded millions of light-years away. New Horizon was gone, but its final message would become the catalyst for humanity's most significant response in its interstellar history. The mountain fortress stood silent, its exterior a testament to human engineering, smooth, unremarkable, hiding secrets beneath tons of reinforced rock and advanced camouflage technology. Deep underground, multiple kilometers beneath the Earth's surface, something extraordinary was about to happen. Project Prometheus was humanity's most classified defense initiative. Years of research, billions of dollars, and the collective genius of the world's top scientists had culminated in a single mechanical marvel, Titan 01. Not just a weapon, but a living machine that blurred the lines between technology and consciousness. Suk Wong moved between massive control panels, his hands steady despite the weight of the moment. Each switch he activated sent electrical pulses through complex neural networks that seemed to breathe with an almost organic rhythm. The massive biomechanical construct began to stir, its initial movements subtle yet powerful. Commander Jaewon Lee watched from the central command platform. His posture was rigid, military discipline etched into every muscle. Behind him, a team of engineers and technicians monitored countless holographic displays, tracking Titan 01's awakening with a mixture of scientific curiosity and profound respect. The first signs of activation were almost imperceptible. A soft electric hum began to resonate through the underground chamber. Massive mechanical limbs, each constructed from advanced alloys unknown to conventional metallurgy, started to flex and adjust. Sensors that looked like intricate electronic eyes began scanning the environment with precision that surpassed human capabilities. Neural integration at 47%, a technician announced, her voice cutting through the growing tension. Titan 01 was more than a machine. It represented humanity's ultimate technological achievement, a biomechanical construct that could think, adapt, and respond with intelligence that merged human strategic thinking with computational perfection. Years of research into neural networking, artificial intelligence, and advanced materials had created something unprecedented. Suk noticed subtle changes in the construct's energy signature. The machine was not just powering up, it was becoming aware. Each system came online with a deliberate, almost conscious approach. Weapon systems, communication arrays, mobility networks, everything integrated with a complexity that seemed almost alive. Commander Lee stepped forward, activating a specialized communication channel. Titan 01, system diagnostic initiated, he spoke clearly, watching as the massive construct responded to his voice. Lights across the chamber shifted from deep red to a pulsing blue-green, indicating advanced system synchronization. The machine was no longer just a collection of parts. It was becoming a unified entity, ready to defend humanity against threats beyond conventional understanding. The neural integration continued. Complex algorithms designed to understand strategic combat, cultural preservation, and human survival began to weave together. Titan 01 was learning, processing, preparing. Full system integration commencing, Suk announced, his fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. The underground chamber seemed to vibrate with potential energy. Titan 01 represented humanity's ultimate response to the unknown, a guardian created from the collective determination to survive and protect. Its very existence was a message to potential threats: humanity would not go quietly into extinction. Commander Lee's voice remained calm, but a hint of emotion traced its edges. "Prepare for full system integration," he commanded, understanding the historical significance of this moment. As the final systems connected, Titan 01 became more than a weapon. It became humanity's shield, humanity's voice, humanity's ultimate promise of survival. The machine was awake. And it was ready. A hyperspace twisted and warped around Titan 01, a mechanical titan moving with purpose beyond human comprehension. The vessel's design defied traditional engineering, a blend of living metal and computational intelligence that seemed to breathe with strategic intent. Space transformed from a black canvas to a blurred tunnel of energy. Calculations happening faster than human minds could process guided the massive construct toward the New Horizon combat zone. Every circuit, every neural network was focused on a single objective: complete mission success and human survival. The first glimpse of alien presence came suddenly. Chitinous vessels materialized like nightmare shadows. Angular structures that seemed grown rather than constructed. Their design spoke of an intelligence completely alien to human understanding. Sharp edges cut through the darkness, moving with a predatory grace that suggested more than simple mechanical navigation. Titan 01 sensors analyzed the incoming threat in microseconds. Weapon systems came alive, not as mere mechanical responses, but as calculated strategic decisions. Each potential attack vector was computed, evaluated, and prepared for with mathematical precision. The alien squadrons approached in perfect formation, their movements synchronized like a living organism. They expected traditional resistance. They anticipated a typical human defensive strategy. What they encountered was something entirely different. Titan 01's first response was not aggressive. It was analytical. Complex scanning algorithms mapped every detail of the alien vessel configurations. Weak points, energy signatures, potential communication frequencies, everything was instantly categorized and processed. Then the battle began. Weapons erupted from Titan 01 with a symphony of destructive energy. Plasma streams that moved like liquid lightning cut through alien ship formations. Each blast was not random but precisely calculated, targeting critical structural points with surgical accuracy. The alien vessels tried to respond. Their own weapon systems activated, sending energy pulses that would have obliterated conventional human technology. But Titan 01 was anything but conventional. Adaptive shields absorbed and redistributed incoming energy, turning potential attacks into momentary power sources. Within moments, the first wave of alien ships transformed from a threatening armada to expanding clouds of cosmic debris. Fragments of chitinous metal spiraled into the endless darkness, their intricate designs now nothing more than scattered remnants. Titan 01 moved through the battlefield like a living weapon. Its movements were neither aggressive nor defensive, they were purely strategic. Each motion was a calculated response designed to neutralize threats with minimum energy expenditure and maximum efficiency. The alien commanders, observing from their command vessels, realized something fundamental: this was not a typical engagement. This was a confrontation with a technology that understood warfare at a level beyond their comprehension. More squadrons approached, seemingly undeterred by the total destruction of their initial wave. They adapted, changed formation, attempted new attack strategies. But Titan 01 was already 10 steps ahead, analyzing, processing, preparing. Weapon systems continued their precise dance of destruction. Energy beams sliced through alien vessels like a surgeon's scalpel. Complex computational systems predicted and countered every potential alien maneuver with a speed that bordered on prescience. The battle was not just a conflict. It was a statement. Humanity was declaring its technological evolution, its readiness to defend its existence against unknown threats. Titan 01 was more than a weapon, it was a message etched in energy and metal. Within minutes, what had started as a potentially devastating alien assault became nothing more than expanding cosmic dust. Titan 01 continued its journey, systems humming with calculated efficiency, moving toward the next stage of its mission. The universe had just witnessed humanity's ultimate technological response. And it was only the beginning. The surface of New Horizon looked like a nightmare landscape torn from the darkest imagination. Endless kilometers of scorched earth stretched beneath a smoke-filled sky, where burning debris cast long, haunting shadows across the devastated planet. Twisted metal structures that were once thriving colony buildings now stood as silent monuments to destruction. Deep underground, in reinforced shelters designed to withstand extreme conditions, survivors huddled together. Their faces were a canvas of fear, exhaustion, and the faintest glimmer of hope. Children pressed close to their parents, while wounded colonists received what little medical care remained possible. Titan 01 emerged from the atmospheric dust like a mechanical god of war. Its massive frame moved with unexpected grace across the ruined terrain. Each step calculated, each movement precise, the war machine was more than a weapon. It was humanity's last line of defense. Scanning systems mapped the planetary surface with incredible detail. Every alien position, every potential threat was instantly analyzed and categorized. The biomechanical construct understood something fundamental: this was not just a battle. This was survival. Alien ground forces, which had seemed unstoppable moments before, now found themselves facing a technological marvel beyond their comprehension. Titan 01's weapon systems engaged with surgical precision. Energy pulses that could level entire city blocks were instead focused into pinpoint strikes that dismantled alien defensive positions. In the underground shelters, survivors watched through limited communication systems. Older colonists who had seen countless conflicts gasped as the war titan moved across the landscape. Young children pressed their hands against reinforced viewing panels, witnessing something that would become legend. The alien invasion force, which had so confidently destroyed the colony's initial defenses, now found itself systematically dismantled. Titan 01 moved like a living strategy, adapting to each new threat faster than the aliens could respond. Weapon systems that had previously seemed invincible were reduced to smoking wreckage. One survivor, an elderly engineer named Park, whispered to those around him, "This is why we prepare. This is humanity's true strength." Titan 01's computational systems processed combat information at speeds beyond human understanding. Each alien movement was predicted, each potential attack neutralized before it could fully form. The war machine was not just fighting, it was teaching a lesson about human technological evolution. Alien ground units tried to regroup, to find some strategic advantage. But Titan 01 was everywhere and nowhere, a phantom of destructive precision that eliminated threats with cold, calculated efficiency. Energy weapons carved through alien formations like a surgeon's scalpel, leaving nothing but scattered debris. The planetary surface transformed with each passing moment. Where moments before there had been a seemingly unstoppable invasion, now only scattered remnants remained. Titan 01 moved methodically, eliminating every potential threat, ensuring the survival of the remaining human colonists. Underground, hope began to replace fear. Whispers of survival spread through the shelters. Children who moments before had been terrified now watched with a mixture of awe and emerging pride. This was not just a defense, this was a statement about human determination. As the final alien positions were eliminated, Titan 01 stood silent across the burned landscape. Smoke and debris swirled around its massive frame, a testament to the battle that had just been fought and won. The war machine was not celebrating. It was calculating, preparing, ensuring complete planetary security. Survivors would later describe the moment as something beyond a military victory. This was a turning point in human history, a moment when technology became more than a tool, becoming a guardian of impossible proportions. The planetary defense was complete. Humanity had survived, the vast emptiness of space transformed into a battlefield of unimaginable proportions. At the center of this cosmic arena, the alien mothership hung like a nightmare made real, a constructive impossible geometry that defied human understanding. Its surface shifted and pulsed with an alien intelligence that seemed to breathe with malevolent purpose. Titan 01 approached with calculated precision. Every system within the biomechanical construct hummed with potential energy. This was more than a battle. This was humanity's final stand against a threat that had nearly destroyed an entire colony. Sensors mapped the mothership's complex structure. Each angular surface, each impossible curve became a potential target. The War Titan's computational systems processed millions of potential scenarios in microseconds. Where human strategists would see complexity, Titan 01 saw opportunity. The first wave of alien defensive systems erupted. Energy pulses that could vaporize entire planets lanced out, creating corridors of destructive light. But Titan 01 was prepared. Adaptive shields absorbed and redirected incoming energy, turning potential destruction into a tactical advantage. Weapon systems came alive. Not with the brutality of traditional warfare, but with a surgical precision that spoke of something beyond mere mechanical response. Each energy beam, each targeted strike was a calculated decision. The mothership's defensive systems began to falter, unable to predict or counter the War Titan's approach. Inside the alien construct, something akin to panic began to spread. Their technological superiority, which had decimated countless civilizations, meant nothing against this unexpected human marvel. Titan 01 was not just a weapon. It was the evolution of human defensive capability. Explosive charges erupted from Titan 01's weapon systems. But these were no ordinary explosions. Each blast was a complex computational event designed to exploit the specific structural weaknesses of the alien mothership. Sections of the massive construct began to crack, then break apart. The battle moved beyond traditional understanding of warfare. It was a dance of technological intelligence, with Titan 01 leading a symphony of destruction. Alien defensive systems tried to respond, but each attempt was already anticipated, already countered. Explosions bloomed against the black canvas of space. Not random bursts of energy, but carefully orchestrated destruction that spread like deadly flowers. Each blast revealed the intricate inner workings of the alien mothership, its impossible geometry now breaking apart. Survivors from New Horizon watched through limited communication systems. What had begun as a total destruction of their colony was now transforming into humanity's most significant victory. The War Titan moved with a grace that seemed almost alive, systematically dismantling the threat. The mothership's structure began to fail. Massive sections fractured, then separated. What had seemed an invincible construct of alien technology now looked fragile, almost vulnerable. Titan 01 continued its precise assault, each movement a calculated step towards complete elimination. In a final burst of energy, the mothership disintegrated. Not exploded. Not destroyed. Disintegrated, reduced to expanding clouds of cosmic debris that would forever mark this location as a testament to human technological achievement. Titan 01 stood silent in the aftermath. Weapon systems powered down. Computational networks began processing the battle's data. This was more than a victory. This was a message to the universe: humanity would defend its existence with everything it could create. The black canvas of space remained, now marked with the scattered remains of an alien threat that had underestimated human potential. Titan 01 began its journey home, carrying with it the hopes and survival of an entire colony. Humanity had survived. Humanity had fought back. The end.